Welcome to Everything But the Kitchen Sink. On this show, we talk about current events. We're going to discuss them, and then we're going to chat about how we use social media to talk about them. The show is meant to inform you, but hopefully also make you laugh if you find this funny. As many of us know, President Trump and First Lady Melania have recently tested positive for COVID-19. This news came shortly after the presidential debate and definitely added to the fire events here in 2020. This news hit many Americans in vastly different ways. Due to the presidential's unfortunate health habits, many thought the future looked grim, and as CNN put it, at 74 years old and obese, Trump falls into the highest risk category from the disease, which has killed more than 200,000 Americans and more than 100 million people worldwide. As we know, they're going to be taking some serious precautions to deal with this event. The White House will spare no expense. And this is speculated to be the president's first successful test he's taken, and he's recently held a rally after testing positive. Let's take a look at that.
Biden would terminate our recovery, delay the vaccine, prolong the pandemic, and annihilate Florida's economy with a draconian, unscientific lockdown. That's what he wants to do, lock it down. Lock it down, everybody. And you know what? If you don't feel good about going out, stay. Relax, stay. You know the risk groups, you know the older people. See, fortunately, I'm not an old person. I'm very young, and I'm in such perfect shape. Right? I'm in such great shape. You know? One thing with me, the nice part, I went through it. Now they say I'm immune. I feel so powerful. I'll walk into that audience. I'll walk in there. I'll kiss everyone in that audience. I'll kiss the guys and the beautiful women and everybody. I'll just give you a big fat kiss. No, but there is something nice. I don't have to be locked up in my basement, and I wouldn't allow that to happen anyway. I wouldn't allow it to happen. When you're the president, you can't lock yourself in a basement and say, I'm not going to bother with the world. You got to get out, and it's risky. It's risky, but you got to get out. But it does give you a good feeling when you can beat something, and now they say you're immune. I don't know for how long. Some people say for life. Some people say for 4 months. I mean, every time I think about it, every time I hear them, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter because they want it to be as bad as possible. But it is a great feeling.
After leaving his lockdown basement, President Trump recently began testing negative, which is good news for all those in hopes of cashing in on those free kisses he offered during that rally. Up next, guest Max Nakashima and I discuss Jeff Bezos becoming the world's first supervillain, as well as the vice presidential and the presidential debates. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm sorry, why can't you just admit that maybe sometimes I might be right?
Because you're not right.
No, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to. You know what? No, it's fine.
Okay?
It's fine.
Where do you think you're going with it? Huh? Why are we always listening to bad stuff?
No, you just swerved out of the way. I was just trying to help you. If anything, I saved
Don't make me come down.
Come down here.
I'm gonna come down. See if you guys are tough when I get
Come on
there.
down.
Stupid. Seriously? Nice shot.
You need someone to get the job. You guys are always flip-flopping. You're doing one thing 1 week, something else.
Hi, sir. Just need a moment of your time to sign this. That's how it is.
Right now.
Whoa, guys! Hey, guys, this isn't how you save the world. I mean, the thing is, everyone's obsessed with being right about everything. You know, if you asked yourself, could I be the one who's wrong? Maybe things would change for the better. Hey, what do I know?
I'm a fool, but I'll love you, dear, until the day I die. Now and then.
Welcome back, everyone. Up first, we got Jeff Bezos using some seriously advanced robot arms, looking like a supervillain straight out of Spider-Man. Before that, I'd like to introduce our very special guest, Max Nakashima. He'll be providing some excellent insight on these next few discussions. How are you, Max?
I'm good. How are you?
Swell. Thank you for asking. Let's check out this Bezos video. Here we got some seriously long arms looks to be controlled by either pure evil or his mind. What do you think?
You know, I just don't understand why Jeff Bezos needs more arms. I feel like he's got all the power in the world. Why does he need the crazy exoskeleton glove situation he's got going on here? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think at times like these, when you do stay at least 6 feet apart, being able to grab someone from almost what looks like 16 feet would be very beneficial. I think he's also bordering Dr. Octopus region. You ever seen that movie, Max?
Oh, of course, 1,000 times. And I think this is the very beginning stages. This is like act 1 of the movie where he's just getting these arms set up. So, I'm worried about the future, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely how it all starts. Billionaires becoming supervillains and using their money to do supervillain things, like start a company called Amazon. Anyways, the arms could be used for many, many things, like delivering packages, evading taxes, or whatever else supervillain billionaires do. Next, most of us watched the most recent debates for the upcoming election. If you haven't, I strongly urge you to go check those out. Aside from them being something from an SNL skit, they went almost exactly as you'd expect. First one was the presidential debate. We got very little fact, a lot of interruption. What did you think about that debate, Max?
You know, I think it was pitiful. They couldn't stop talking over each other. Multiple times I wish that someone just had a mute button and they could just shut off the mics when people were talking out of turn. But, you know, hey, we could only be so lucky.
If only the presidential debate occurred in a Zoom call, you know, he could have easily had it done way better. But as 300,000 Americans signed a petition requesting Joe Rogan as the moderator for these presidential debates, obviously it didn't succeed, but do you think it would have gone any better?
You know, I think Joe Rogan has a lot of experience talking to a lot of people, and, you know, who better to moderate a discussion than a man that spends most of his time just talking on the internet?
If you can do it with Elon Musk, you could do it with the presidents, so anything's possible these days. We also had the vice presidential debate, which was its own spark of events. We saw the Miss Harris and Mr. Pence duke up against each other, and we had our first third-party contestant. For the first time ever, we had a fly contest in this debate of wits. What did you think of the fly?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of strange how they just let a fly into the building. I didn't see any press credentials on the fly, so I don't know how he got in there, but, you know, I think, you know, when a fan rushes the stage, it could turn out a lot worse, so it's good to see that everyone was safe.
Personally, I really enjoyed the fly's talking points from the debate. He seemed like he would do a lot for our great country. Anyway, that's all we have for you today on today's episode. We hope you'll join us next time. And Max, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. That's all we got, folks. See you next time.